Hello everyone. Our topic now is about population and sample. And from the picture, I think you could differentiate what do we mean by population and what do we mean by sample. Before we proceed, let us first answer the following questions. Number one, which one is the symbol for population? Is it small n or the big N? Okay, you're correct. The answer is big N. Number two, the use of sample in the conduct of a study can make the data collection faster and cost-effective. Is it yes or no? Okay, the answer would be yes. Number three, it is easier to collect a data from all members of the population. Is it yes or no? Right? The answer is no. Number four, the experimental research often collect the data from a sample or population. Okay, please write your answer. The answer is sample. Okay, so who got 4, who got 3, who got 2, and who got 1? Now let us proceed. First, we are going to define population. When we say population, this refers to any group of individuals or organisms that are the subject of the study. This means that almost anything can make up a population so long as the individuals can be grouped together by a common feature or sometimes two common features. For example, we could say that it is the population of all the milkfish found in the ocean, or the population of red-footed boobies nesting in Tubataha Reefs Natural Park, or the population of green turtle in Green Island Bay, or we could say that the population of Tridacna gigas in a certain place. Here we have a picture of birds in an island, and as you could see, there are plenty of birds. And do you think would it be possible to get a data from each of these birds? Yes, it is possible, but it would require a lot of efforts, a lot of resources, a lot of money, and a lot of time. So that's why it is important for us to know how to get the samples or to get the sample from the population. Here we have another picture of fish in the ocean, and as you can see, there are plenty of fish in the ocean. And if this is the population of a fish, what do you think should be done if you would like to estimate the average length of the fish? So if we would like to estimate the length of the fish, what we could do is to capture some samples of fish and measure the length of the samples. When we say sample, this refers to the representative of the population. Samples are important in research considering that it would be laborious, time-consuming, and impossible to collect the information from the population. Samples are used to estimate the population as well. For example, the researcher could took few individuals of shrimps from a fish pond, and after measuring all the samples, the obtained average length was 20 centimeters, for example, and this value can now be used to describe the population of the shrimps in the pan. Sampling could be used to help estimate the population. Sampling helps researchers to estimate the numbers of organisms in an area. Sometimes it is impossible to count all the giant clams in the reef. So a sample of area is surveyed. For example, a transect which is 5 by 50 meters is often used to survey the area. Giant clams found within the transect are counted, then the average density is multiplied to the total area of the reef. For example, after computing the data from several transects, it was found out that Tridacna crocea occurred at 5 individuals for every 100 square meters. So this data could be used to estimate the number of Tridacna crocea for every hectare of the reef, which is 300 individuals per hectare. So if the total area of the reef is 20 hectares, what is the expected population of Tridacnacrosea in the area if there are 5 individuals for every 100 square meters? Maybe you could try to compute that. Here we have a picture of a diver that is doing an assessment, and what is being done here is that there is, for example, a transect which is, say, 50 meters, and what the diver would do is to examine the presence of Tridacna gigas 2.5 meters to the left and 2.5 meters to the right of the transect. So examine the whole reef and count all the giant clams found in the area. Okay, so before we end, I want you to differentiate sample from a population, and I want you to explain the importance of sampling in the conduct of research. So that's all for now. See you again.